please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
To those guests who've just joined us, welcome. Our next stop is the Magic Kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching our station at the entrance to Main Street, USA, gateway to the 7 theme lands of the Magic Kingdom.
Welcome aboard the Monday Morning Monorail podcast. This is Justin Monorail, and joining me for this brief introduction is my favorite and yours, Landon the Dawsdone. Landon, welcome back to the Monorail.
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. This is part 2 of the Monday Morning Monorail Mailbag episode. We had so many questions, so many great comments on the Twitter, on the Facebook, through our email, and even a voicemail.
I love how you're calling it the Facebook, the Twitter, the email. You're like my mom talking about the Mario and the Bart Simpson.
I just find it catchier, you know? You got to put the in front of everything. Which is absolutely the opposite advice that Mark Zuckerberg got about Facebook back in the day.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe the less advice we take from him, the better.
So, we're bringing you part 2 of the mailbag episode. So many great questions that we had to get to, and I didn't want to rush through them. So, we wanted to give full answers and really, give 100% on all of our responses because you all took the time to reach out to us and participate. So we're not going to gyp you on our responses.
Yep, this was so long. You're thinking, well, what is this, a mailbag or a windbag? Wah, wah.
So
there I am with the jokes. But yes, this is a very fun hour coming up. Great questions. I love the fact that some of you sent in, I think 9 questions, and we were able to break each one of them down. Looking forward to you listening to this.
Yeah, you're going to have a good time. And don't forget, our DMs, our email, all that stuff, the voicemail, it's always open. So just, we may not always do mailbag episodes, but we will bank them. So if you guys want to send things to us so that we can build up a queue of questions, then we'll do this again soon. And especially if you're enjoying this, let us know.
Yeah, slide up in them DMs.
Do it.
As the kids say.
Just to mark the occasion, this is episode 139 of the Monday Morning Monorail podcast. And today is December the 21st.
Oh boy, buddy, Santa Claus is on his way.
That's right.
I love this.
With a whole different kind of bag.
Uh-huh, yeah, not a mailbag. Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe he has questions that got lost on its way. I mean, he does work in mysterious... Wait, no, that's Jesus. Never mind.
What if I go and check my stocking on Christmas morning and it's just full of emails and Twitter comments and things that we didn't get until Santa brought us? I think I'd be a little disappointed.
It's a bunch of videos of drunk stormtroopers.
Well, that I would not be disappointed in.
No. That truly is the reason for the season.
Drunk stormtrooper never disappointed.
Wait, no, also, again, that's Jesus. Dang it. No.
And not to say that I'm disappointed when I get emails or comments or letters from you guys. It's just I'm expecting a PlayStation 5 under the tree.
Mm-hmm. So, drunk stormtrooper, send a PlayStation 5.
All right. Let's get into it, guys. Again, part 2 of the mailbag. Stick with us because the post show will talk a little bit about what's coming up. And in the new year, M3-4D is coming back. I'm just telling you.
Oh, snap. Wait, what?
Yeah, it's coming back. We're going back to the format.
Fantastic. Hey, real quick, where are we going to start, buddy? Or re-pick up the train that was, well, we're already on a monorail kind of a train. So where is the M3-4D Funvee going to pick up?
Well, if you'll remember, we finished all the opening day stuff in Future World. We've gone through entirely all of World Showcase. So now it's just getting to stuff that opened in Future World after opening day. So we're going to get to talk about fun stuff like Horizons.
Ooh.
Yeah, and World of Motion and Communicore and all that cool stuff. So it's
no. Communicore never existed.
Oh, okay. Well,
sorry guys.
We'll skip that one and just go straight to Innoventions.
Yay!
Yeah, no, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure that you're tuning in, and I hope you all are having a great holiday. Stick with us. We're going to come back stronger than ever in the new year. But until then, enjoy this episode, part 2 of the Mailbag. We'll talk to you soon.
Love y'all.
All right, let's move on. All right, we're moving to, these are some questions we got directly on Twitter from replies or retweets. The first comes from our friend Jocelyn at Disney Gratitude 1. You just drop the E from gratitude and put a 1 there, and that's her Twitter at.
She's number 1.
She is number 1. If you each could change one thing inside the hashtag WDW bubble, what would you change? Can be food, ride, resort, anything. Really?
I was thinking it would be funny if she did, what would you change, and why would it be Carousel of Progress, Sam?
Well, is that your answer?
I wouldn't change it because everybody would be so mad at me about it.
Well, this is for you, though. This is your answer.
And I don't enjoy that ride, or is it a ride or a show?
It's an attraction.
An attraction, yeah.
I don't enjoy that so much.
Okay. All right, but is that your answer? Would you change Carousel of Progress?
No, because everybody be mad at me.
No, this is for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know it's for me, and so for me, I don't want to do that so people won't be mad.
No, there are no other people.
You've already been
just for you.
you've been extremely vocal about how you don't like Carousel of Progress. This isn't a shock.
This little small section of speech from you, you've talked about how much you don't like Carousel of Progress.
It's a good place to rest, so I won't change it.
So what would you change?
Oh my god!
I would change my husband's attitude.
Great.
What?
Again,
I would.
Second
Is that in
meanest,
the
least
Disney
funniest.
bubble?
There's a lot for me. Like
A lot. Garrett's gonna go through a list.
no, I'm not gonna go through a big list, but Stitch. I wish they just kept it as Alien Encounter and didn't close it.
Yeah, I agree.
You'd cry.
Nah, he could do that.
No, I could do that. That from what I've heard, that wasn't that bad. It seems fine.
It was intense, but it was good.
Intense, but not like I'm gonna pee my pants, like with Universal stuff.
I hate this
And
shit.
I wish they would just like remaster, maybe change around some things with Journey into Imagination.
Yes, agreed.
I figured mine out.
Okay,
Are you done? I'm sorry.
I don't know, probably.
You can jump back in.
It seemed like I gave him a second to be quiet, and it seemed like he was done.
Oh my god.
We'll go back to Garrett. What's yours?
No. So
This is a mess.
It is.
I'm sorry. I would like for the torches to happen again at night in Epcot and the music to play. That doesn't mean a crowd's going to gather. They don't have to do a show, but like at 9 o'clock or 8:30 or something, cut those torches back on and play my music.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, sorry, Garrett.
Back to Garrett. What else? What's on your list?
I would like them to, in Animal Kingdom, make there be more monkeys. Thank you.
Stop talking about monkeys.
That's a good one, though.
And they should let me hang out with the macaws.
So what you're saying is you want to be the star of the Up Bird Show, right?
No, because that would mean I have to be on a stage.
Okay, then never
He
mind.
just wants to hang out with the birds.
Yeah, I just like be sitting on like a bench around Animal Kingdom, and then the macaws come over and hang out with me.
I would like to say that I think Garrett is the funniest in the house.
Well, okay.
I don't want to have a comedy off. I think Garrett's the funniest. He has made me laugh a lot and very hard laughing, like painful, a lot of times. So.
Nice.
He is hilarious.
Yes.
Landon, I want you to go next on this one.
Okay, food wise, I guess the one thing I would change, it's kind of starting to reverse its course. It would be, of course, hashtag dim ribs at Nomad Lounge in Animal Kingdom. I'm gonna throw one to the G-Man. I wish they would bring back his Sarlacc.
I should have said that.
It's okay, buddy. I got you. I got your back. Ride-wise, I wish they would fix the Yeti, just because I would love to see the Yeti in A mode. Because that one video, I think it was a Discovery Channel like preview of Expedition Everest or whatever, showing that thing in A mode where it's moving and swiping down looks amazing. I think that would be awesome. Another thing I wish I could change is I wish I could live in the castle. That would be awesome. I would be a big fan of that one. Also, I would love to change the fact that I have to pay for stuff too.
Yeah, I don't want to pay.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Actually, that's my number one choice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a lot.
Oh boy.
Okay, so first off, there
Keep it tight.
there was this amazing thing called Hades noodles, and I want them back, and I want to eat them all the time.
Zerg? Noodles?
Zerg.
Oh my god, I have betrayed
Zerg.
myself. Zerg
No,
noodles.
Hades noodles sound awesome. whatever
Hades
they are.
nachos were good. They're not the best because they should be spicier, and the chips are blue. Never mind. Don't listen to me, but listen to me. Zerg noodles need to be back.
Yes.
They should add a thing where you could do sleepovers and living with the land, because I want to live in there.
With the land.
I want to live with the land straight up.
You would truly be living with the
Oh
land.
my gosh, take a sleep underneath the little tomato arches.
I would actually pick if there was a sleepover and you could pick where you sleep. They should just like turn off that loud speaking and music in the barn thing, and I sleep in there.
In there.
I don't like the barn. The barn's kind of scary. I don't trust those chickens.
I think it looks kind of nice and comfy.
You got that robot dog. He can watch your back.
Next, I think the TTA should be longer,
Yeah.
and it should be working right now.
Yeah.
I also think that they should open up the Cinderella Suite for not just for people who win it on game shows.
Okay.
Maybe I want to stay there, and I couldn't win any game shows. That's unfair.
What's your plan to pay for that? 'Cause-
Well, let's see.
I think it might be more likely that you win a game show before you could pay for a stay in
It's
Cinderella's
very
castle.
unlikely that I win a
Well-
game show. No, I'm pretty bad. We watch game shows at night, and I try, and
You're good. You do good.
no.
All right. What else? By the way, we're already at an hour, so
Okay, well, I'll be done.
okay. I've got a few things, mostly transportation related. I want them to upgrade the monorails. We need a new fleet. And I want them to expand the monorails. Go to more places. You got 2 more parks. You got Disney Springs. If I could monorail all over the place, great. In lieu of that, why not expand the Disney Skyliner?
Yeah.
Because I love the Skyliner.
Put Simba on a monorail. Send it to Animal Kingdom.
Exactly.
Yeah, and Animal Kingdom does need some new form of transportation.
Although I do feel like
Yes.
Skyliner connecting to Animal Kingdom would be better. And that
Yeah.
leads me to my next idea. Get rid of Dino Land. Change it to Zootopia.
No.
Because you have gondolas in Zootopia.
I
Yep.
am not in support of changing everything to an IP, and Animal Kingdom has some sacred things in it that I want them to keep. But that, I think, would be good.
No,
I
not
think that could
Zootopia.
definitely fit.
Yes, Zootopia.
No.
is one of my favorite movies. I really like
so
that
good.
movie.
It's very good.
And it would fit.
It is.
100%.
Oh my God,
That
no.
is an Animal
No.
Kingdom. Put it in the Animal Kingdom.
It's my turn. You
No,
don't get to
no,
no
It
rebuttal.
should be Pocahontas. It should not be Zootopia.
I would
Got
also
a
like
Zootopia
there.
show coming, so
I would also like there to be.
we're just gonna keep talking over Jay. Everybody, 1, 2, 3, talk.
Blah, blah,
God.
blah,
Yeah,
blah,
blah, blah, blah, blah,
blah.
I would also like there to be a TTA like People Mover situation that goes through the World Showcase on a loop.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love that idea.
That would be fun. And finally, I wish Illuminations would come back.
That's not going to happen. So move
None
on.
of this will.
None of this. Actually,
Do you think Landon's going to get to go to Disney and not pay for anything?
No.
You didn't say that
Actually-
about that.
I'm not.
I think there's a small chance that the Zootopia thing could happen.
It might.
Oh, Zootopia. It's Zootopia.
It's a rather
Great
new
addition
IP.
to the debate.
It's a rather new IP. People like it. Dinoland isn't people's favorite area.
If they put Zootopia in the animal kingdom, they're going to be taking a giant on what he has built. What has been built.
I disagree.
Why?
Maybe that's why he's retiring.
You realize Animal Kingdom was always supposed to have like mythical creatures,
It's not supposed to have a cityscape in it.
but Zootopia is like a blend.
Zootopia's in the city.
Zootopia is like a blend of nature and city, though.
Yeah.
Bunch of biomes
Yeah.
like running up against each other.
No.
Also,
I thought that was a really
everybody
cool
everybody
concept.
missed out on the obvious one. Integrate Stitch into every attraction.
Oh, haha.
Just make it Stitch's Great Escape or whatever. Everybody loved that ride.
Stitch's Runaway Railway.
Not.
By the way,
I would actually like to ride that if I'm being completely honest.
Finn on Rise of the Resistance is the Goofy of Rise of the Resistance.
Oh, wow. Good one.
Rise.
Solid joke. Okay.
Rise of Stitch.
Anyways, the next comes from our friend Frank Cardillo.
That's cool, man.
At Frank M. Cardillo from the Improviser's Guide Network
No, you
and
don't
Theme
do it
Park
right.
Thursday with Delos Diz. He wants to know favorite things we've been able to do at WDW the past 18 months because you could just get in your car and go without long-term planning.
Well, first off, we haven't been able to do that anymore.
It's true. But before the shutdown,
My favorite thing was to skip class and go to Disney.
okay.
I had a lot of fun adventures, hanging out at Disney, trying not to get caught.
Did you see any monkeys?
I did, actually. I went to the Animal Kingdom and I did a bunch of the trails and I walked around and I would get like notifications being like, oh, hey, you've got homework. I'd be like, oh,
Great.
Garrett,
what's your favorite thing you've been able to do since we've been able to get in the car
Get in the car.
and just go to Disney anytime?
Being able to just relax and not run around.
Yeah.
Because I can actually look at stuff and like admire the detail they put into it.
Yep. I agree with that, for sure. Slowing down, taking it in, taking it easy. Sam?
Mine's the same as Garrett's.
Yeah.
Not stressing. I don't feel sad if we leave and I didn't get to do something. Although sometimes whenever I know there's like limited edition snacks and we didn't get to get it, that makes me a little sad. But overall, the stress-free going is a lot better.
Yeah. I agree with this mostly. I would just add, I think it's nice to be able to go when there's like a big attraction opening, just hop in the car and go. And then at the same time, like we weren't there on day one of Runaway Railway, but we were able to go pretty soon after that and just take advantage of like, oh, it looks like the crowd's low. Let's go do it. But we were there for Galaxy's Edge opening day, Landon, Frank, and I. And I mean, there's just a lot of things that we wouldn't be able to just on a whim take a trip to Disney and do if it weren't for the fact that we're here. I like the fact we get to spend time with so many people we've met through this show, through our social media in the parks because we're here. And when they go, it's like, oh, let's hop over there and go see them for a little while. And so that's pretty nice. And I like the fact we've been able to try a lot more food, just restaurants we probably wouldn't have made time for if it weren't for the fact that we lived here. And I feel like we would fall into that trap of going to our favorite places if we were only traveling once every few years
I agree.
to Disney. So we've
I'll echo that as well. It's like back when I took my first trip down last year when it's like, okay, well, this is the first time I'm going to go and it's going to be the last time for a couple years. And I started doing the math. It's like, for a couple $100 more, I could just get an AP and I have, Delta points falling out of my butt. Like even in that trip, there was a definite difference of the mindset where it's like, okay, I have to do everything. Oh, wait, I'm going to be back. I can just kind of mosey, stop and smell the roses. So, yeah.
You could mosey, stop and smell the rosy.
God.
Hey, I see what you did there. Yeah. Or I guess what I did there. Man, I'm a genius, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. It's definitely a huge benefit. And I think we, who knows? Maybe we would still be in the camp of Animal Kingdom isn't really worth a park day if it weren't for the fact that we lived here like Frank and Jen, because honestly, like I do understand if you don't get to come that often, you definitely want to go back to your favorite parks, and maybe we wouldn't have given Animal Kingdom the shot that we have, and now of course we love it and we feel like you can't take it away. I'm just saying.
I would possibly give Animal Kingdom 2 park days.
I don't know that you would have before though.
Definitely. It was always my favorite park.
Okay.
Since I went to it, it was my favorite park.
All right.
I mean, like even in the mindset of like this is the only time I'm coming down for a couple of years. I already talked about the first park I went to that day was Animal Kingdom. So it's like I would definitely say that Animal Kingdom is still a park that you can spend all day in. Like, but that also kind of builds into the slowly mosey and enjoy stuff, enjoy the animals, enjoy the fauna and stuff like that, enjoy the care that these Imagineers put into creating this world.
That's what Animal Kingdom is about. Because if you do run around and try to do everything, you can get things done and like have
half a day.
Yeah. But you're supposed to walk around and look at all the scenery they've built and look at all the animals they are taking care of.
Yeah.
Hang out in the shade.
I agree. All I'm saying is, by the way, I've been listening back to our original podcasts, and I can tell you that we all, I don't know, you might have said it was your favorite park right away, but I wasn't nearly as positive on the Animal Kingdom back in the day. But now I love it. I definitely.
I was a fan of Animal Kingdom before it was cool.
Yeah, I guess so. All right. We got to move on.
Face, Frank and Jen.
These questions come from the Monday Morning Monorail Family Facebook group, starting with Sabra. I think I say it wrong. I've been saying Sabra, but I think everybody else says Sabra. And I'll say the reason is I knew someone named Sabra, and that's why I say it that way.
Yeah.
And also, you're from East Tennessee. We pronounce names weird.
Well, Sabra sounds more like a sword, so that's cool.
I mean, I think I would want to go by Sabra.
And Sabra isn't that hummus?
Yeah.
And that's hummus.
Okay.
But
Ooh, can I go by
hummus.
Dragon? Is that an option?
If you want.
You should just
Okay,
say Sabre.
Sabre. So this one comes from Sabre. She wants to know, Sam, what's your favorite ride?
Oh, probably still Tower of Terror.
Over Runaway Railway.
Yes.
Why do I have trouble saying
But-
Runaway Railway?
But I will say Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Ah, you too.
I mean, dang, that's not what I meant to say. Haunted Mansion is right there beside it. Why did I say them? Because you said it.
And you couldn't even say it right like him. It's hilarious.
So it's kind of almost a tie, but the Tower of Terror has a tiny bit of an edge because I am such a huge Twilight Zone nerd.
Yeah.
Like the actual show people, there's a show. It's so good.
Absolutely no one knew that.
Yeah.
We're breaking a lot of news, a lot of great recommendations for people out there while you're in quarantine.
The Office.
Watch The Office if you've never heard of it. Twilight
There's
Zone.
kind of this show, like most people haven't heard of it. It's called The Office, and I think it's really good.
All of you
Yeah.
all are the meanest. You
Yep.
all win that one.
I know. So that was specifically to Sam, but do you guys want to throw out your favorite ride real
I've
quick?
probably said that Runaway Railway was my favorite, but I've definitely changed my mind because I probably just said that because it was new and it was cool. I think the one I get most excited to do and have the most fun on is Rock and Roller Coaster.
Yeah, go Garrett. I've converted Garrett into me. Garrett is me now.
So that's
I don't
also
know about
your
that.
favorite?
It's always been my favorite.
Yeah. Okay. I think Landon and I have the same one, so I'm going to speak, and I will speak.
Tongue.
I will speak in
Hold
tongues.
on. I know. Should I spoil it? Rise of the Resistance.
So, Rise of the Resistance, I think, is the best ride overall, but my favorite is probably still Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, holy crap. Like get out of my brain. Like, if I could get a boarding pass for Rise of the Resistance, I'm never going to turn that down. I want to experience more so I can, pick up on stuff that I didn't get to on my 2 ride-throughs. And I also want to go the other way because both ride-throughs with my cart went the same way. But yeah, it's Haunted Mansion. Like even my mom, it's like she was watching the Tennessee football game last week and they had a Disney commercial and she texted me. It's like, hey, look at that. Like it's a Disney commercial. It's like, yeah, I know, Mom, I'm watching too. And so we got into a conversation. It's like what's your one ride you want to go to? It's the Haunted Mansion.
Yep.
Love that thing.
And-
From the queue to the ride itself to, I mean, like just the theming, the music, Chef Kissy Face. Mwah.
It's great. So, still Haunted Mansion. It hasn't been unseated, but I do love Rise, just like Landon said. The next one was for me, but I will allow you all to answer.
Oh, you're going to allow
So
us?
magnanimous.
She wants to know my favorite snack. Is a Ronto wrap considered a snack?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll allow it. With the
Because
caveat, if you'll allow dim ribs to be a snack.
yeah, sure.
Okay.
So mine would be the Ronto wrap. The lunchtime Ronto wrap is my favorite snack.
It's a tie
Tachos.
for me between. It's a tie for me between Rana wrap and tachos.
Okay.
Also, I really like the breakfast Rana wrap. So
I don't like the Ronto wrap.
How about the Toronto wrap?
Oh, is that?
Cheers.
Is it poutine?
Whoa, Toronto Raptors has Ronto wrap in the middle. That is mind blowing.
Oh my god, Dad.
Is it really mind blowing? No.
Did any of you realize that before I said it?
no.
Toronto
I didn't
Raptors
realize it, but
Has
I-
Ronto wrap baked in. Now the Toronto Raptors are my favorite basketball team. Congratulations. I'm a fan of the Toronto Raptors because right in the middle, snuggled deeply in the words, Ronto wrap. Great. Fantastic.
It's not a snack, but please bring back the sour sarlacc.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Sam, what's your
Zerg
favorite
noodles.
snack?
I like
I
the
like-
Hades noodles. No.
Hades. I like the popcorn at Epcorn.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Pepcorn, that's awesome.
I would have to say, like, if I'm going to mention popcorn, it's the caramel popcorn you can get from the Werther store in Germany.
No, I really like the cart that has the flavor popcorn, the sour cream.
Coca-Cola.
Yep.
Sour cream, cheddar, and
Buffalo.
buffalo.
Buffalo. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Bark buffalo.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Though if I have to pick an actual snack, I'm going to go the premium bars. I know you
Yeah.
pay the premium, but there's just something about eating a Mickey bar in the Magic Kingdom that's
Those are
like,
tasty.
Oh, yeah. It's good.
life is right.
I mean, if you were going to not count a Ronto wrap, because really that could be a meal, my favorite snack then would probably, I'll go classic and say, this is not classic, the cheeseburger egg rolls.
Ah, yes, the classic cheeseburger.
Wait, I said it
Everyone
wrong.
loves those.
The pizza, I want the pizza ones.
The
The pepperoni
cheeseburger ones
pizza
are better.
I like the pepperoni pizza ones better, but those I like. Okay, those are classic. Everybody knows it.
Ooh,
Yeah, but it's always pizza.
cheeseburger pods.
Those aren't snacks.
I don't care. They're a snack in my heart.
Those are pretty good.
And then Sabra goes on to say, "Can we please meet up?" Oh, who's her favorite character? Do you all know? Because I know.
It's goofy.
Yeah,
Goofy.
it's Goofy.
Goofy.
And most important, can we please meet up for both your favorite snack and ride once this whole crap is over? Sure. Of
Heck
course.
yeah, woman. Epcorn, here we come.
Yep. I'm really looking forward to the next Jocelyn meetup. Like that's one of the bummers for 2021 that is continued to be pushed back. But it's like that was so much fun getting to meet and hang out with all y'all. Like I want to do that, and Sabra, we will ride some dang rides.
Absolutely.
My favorite
You
ride,
and me on the Haunted Mansion. We'll get our picture taken.
My favorite ride and snacks are in the same park.
Which is funny because
It's not your favorite
it's not
part.
Animal Kingdom.
Park. It's nowhere near Animal Kingdom.
I mean, it's a little close in distance. Like,
Wow.
he just put a curse upon my family.
I guess. That includes him. So
I know. What's wrong with you?
he played himself. All right. Our next one comes from Matthew Grayson. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I want to. He's a member of the Monday Morning Monorail family group, and he said, "What's your favorite resort breakfast meal? And then secondarily, what do you think of my show?"
I'm going to take the second question first. Having never heard of it or listen to it, it's fantastic. I love what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, Maddie. We love it here on the Monday Morning Monorail podcast. So keep on keeping on, buddy.
I'll give him a shout out for his show, the Disney Marvels podcast. If you want to follow on Twitter, it's at Disney Marvels.
I'm actually going to follow it right now.
Official account of the Disney Marvels podcast, the show about Disney, Lucas. Who's Lucas? The parks, movies, and more. So, Matthew Grayson. Did I say Garcon? Grayson.
Garcon.
It could just be Graycon. It could be Grayson.
Whoa, they're followed by ESPN's Matthew Berry. That's pretty awesome.
That's cool.
I'm legit going to subscribe to that right now while we're recording.
Yeah, check it out. But what is our favorite resort breakfast meal? I go first. I like the Ohana breakfast.
Wow.
Help.
Ohana breakfast is great because they bring you unlimited Mickey waffles. They bring you unlimited breakfast meats like sausage and bacon and eggs. It's delicious. And you get the, what do they call it? The little juice, jungle juice? Is that what they call it?
I don't remember.
There's a special juice.
Was I allowed to have that juice?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
My favorite feeling, I think, ever in Disney is waking up in the resort, going down to the food court area, the cafeteria, and getting like some Mickey waffles or whatever's there, and then like sitting down, eating there, and like walking out. It's like early morning. It's all like misty and stuff, and like the resort and the way the sun is. I don't know. It's just great.
Oh, I love it. Mornings at the Disney resorts are wonderful.
So I think just getting a simple breakfast and eating like and seeing the resort in early morning would be the best.
Okay, fair enough.
I also think the cafeteria.
Wow.
But here's the thing: you gotta get the fruit.
Yeah.
You gotta get whatever weird dessert they only have there to eat as breakfast. For breakfast. So you're having real sugar from fruit and then fake sugar from processed goods.
Yes.
And then you get a high C fruit punch mellow yellow drink.
And that's a breakfast.
But you have to go and you have to find the high C mellow yellow because they might not have it where you're staying. So you have to go across to the other resort to go get it.
This is ridiculous.
This is not.
It's a walk. It's a morning
All
walk.
right.
This is not my ideal breakfast.
This is my ideal breakfast.
Don't listen to McKenna. Sam, do you have an answer for the resort breakfast?
Well, I haven't been to many because Justin
What about
doesn't
Mickey?
take us to resorts anymore.
But
I'm just kidding. So I think the Ohana one was my favorite so far. I feel that I could be changed to California Grill brunch
That's
if
not
I go.
breakfast.
It's kind of.
Brunch.
It's brunch.
It doesn't
It's
matter.
literally a different
my
experience.
God.
What about Leonard?
Fine. Breakfast.
he
If
was
I
my
go
favorite
for-
side character in Community.
Oh man. Oh, I hated him.
What?
I hated
Shut up,
him.
Leonard. We all know you're have a YouTube video reviewing frozen
The
pizza.
frozen pizza, that was the
Yep.
best thing that he did with his stupid frozen pizza review channel.
Yep. That was so funny.
Go watch Community, guys.
Oh yeah. I
Add
love
that.
Community.
Add that to your stream queue.
We're just out here giving all sorts of suggestions.
Little
I love
known
it.
show.
Yeah, little known. You probably haven't heard of it. It's got this guy named Donald Glover.
I believe that Community is the best of like the major sitcoms.
We're not talking about that. Landon,
Okay.
what's your favorite resort breakfast?
It's probably Parks and Recreation's then Community. No. I mean, like, I know it's going to sound boring. I'm going to echo Ohana here, even though I've never had it because that was scheduled for the trip that got canceled. Thank you, COVID. But that is one thing that I'm very much looking forward to partaking in because I've heard nothing but great things. I know it's not a resort type situation, but also Garden Grill. I hear they have a killer breakfast menu. So I want to check that out as well. But also, shout out to the Mickey waffles like Garrett made reference to earlier. There's something that just warms the cockles of your heart eating some Mickey waffles.
I
Makes
will
you feel
say-
young again.
I will say, I know I joked about when you guys were saying cafeteria breakfast, but when we stayed at Pop Century and Art of Animation, I love getting that bounty platter
Yeah.
that comes with the waffles and eggs and bacon. Like, it is pretty nice. That's a nice way to go.
Yeah.
And just, I don't know how they make the atmosphere of just a simple cafeteria so great.
It's because it's Disney.
It feels like
Disney's
eating
good.
at the hospital, but you're not at the hospital, so it's
Oh my
good.
God.
Yeah.
From one end of the spectrum to the other.
Yeah.
Wow.
I hate hospitals and I hate being in them.
It's
But
probably because of the nature of hospital.
Right.
if you take
Yeah, they
away
don't have bars.
the hospital part, it's just a cafeteria, and I like that.
All right. So, moving on. We think your show's great, Matthew.
Absolutely. Once again, shout out to Disney Marvel's podcast. Over 100 episodes. I was going through y'all's lineup. Good job breaking a hundo.
Yeah.
I listen to it all the time.
Awesome. What's your favorite episode?
That one, that's really good.
Oh, I like that.
Oh,
one too.
dude, me too. That's my favorite
You
one.
guys.
No,
Okay.
looking through it, like he's kind of breaking down Mando, which I'm interested in. So I have already subscribed both on the iTunes store and followed him on Twitter. And ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you to do the same.
Do it. All right. Our next two submissions included lots of questions. I don't know what y'all were thinking. I'm just kidding. It's fine.
It's Funkin'.
First, on the Parks and on the most, what is it called? The Monday Morning Monorail Family Group on Facebook. Wow. Our friend Bob and Christina submitted lots of questions. Let's get started. Number 1, should we get Disney Plus for free as annual pass holders? Just add the $5 a month extra or include it in a different tier.
I'm up for that. I mean, if I already spent some money, I'd like to get some free stuff with it, but I don't know if we're entitled to it.
I'll tell you why it will never happen. The Parks and Experiences division is separate from the streaming service. They have different budgets, different revenues. They'll never do it.
If you go to the game Fortnite
Yeah, you can
and
buy
buy
V-Bucks.
V-Bucks, you can get free Disney Plus with your purchase.
What?
Yep.
Yeah. That is a true thing.
So, like, if you purchase Disney Plus through Fortnite, does it, like, throw up Goofy on the screen? It is, like, one of those Fortnite dances that the kids do?
No, it's just, depending on how many V-Bucks you get, you can get up to 2 months of Disney Plus with the V-Bucks.
Huh.
So a plug for Fortnite. Add that to the list.
Yeah. To answer his question, like, as a former AP, I would love all the bells and whistles. Like, if I'm spending this chunk of cash, give me more bang for my buck. I didn't think the AP was a bad deal to begin with, but I mean, like, it would be nice though. Then you have to get into the whole, into the weeds. Do you have the bundle with ESPN Plus and Hulu? And now the introduction of, do you have ad-free Hulu and ESPN Plus bundle? So, I mean, it's like, it would be nice. I doubt it will happen, though.
Yeah. I would rather have some other things added to the perks of being an annual pass holder. For example, why don't we have, like, occasionally annual pass holder nights at particular parks? Or why don't we maybe get a little bit earlier access to fast pass as opposed to the 30-day thing? Give 60 days to the people who get resorts. Give us 45.
I would love that.
You know, just something like that. Like, add a little more incentive because you should value us. We're part of the family. That's all. Number 2, Grogu. Thoughts?
Yep.
I really don't care that his name's Grogu.
I like it. They
doesn't-
went there and I'm for it.
doesn't
I
bother
think
me.
it really fits because he is a very strange creature.
Yeah.
He threw up that weird color.
It was eating blue macarons.
Yeah, come on.
Grogu,
Macaron.
Yeah.
Grogu fits.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Baby
But, like,
Yoda.
just last year, I was told and finger wagged by people on the internet, no, it's not Baby Yoda, it's the
It's not.
child. And now I'm going to be talked down to and finger wagged by those same weirdos. It's no longer the child. It's the Baby Yoda.
No,
It's more like
his
the
name is
child.
Grogu.
It's more like the child and Grogu.
It's Baby Yoda.
Both of those are his name.
It's
Like, Grogu's
not-
fine. It sounds like a character from Dragon Ball Z. It sounds like a type of pasta you buy on aisle 7 at Publix. I mean, it's fine, but he's always going to be Baby Yoda.
Baby
Is
Yoda.
he Yoda?
Baby Yoda
He's
is
Baby Yoda.
He isn't Yoda.
Objective.
Yoda's not a
He's
species.
Baby
Yoda is a
Yo-
name.
McKenna, I will fight
This doesn't
you.
make any sense.
Baby
All
Yoda
right.
is
You don't make
objectively
any
false.
sense.
It is just not him.
His name's Grogu.
So there you go.
He's
Thanks.
Baby Grogu.
Thanks,
He's
Bob.
not even a baby. He's 50.
Okay.
He's the baby in relative to other
Number
species of him.
3. Christina asks, how was your night?
Oh, I love you, Christina.
It was great. Thanks.
What did we do last night?
Who knows?
I played a lot of video games.
Landon and I participated in a live show called Nerd News Cafe.
Oh, yeah, you guys did that.
Check it out. Shut up,
I played
McKenna.
Red
Once
Dead
again,
Redemption 2.
Yeah.
That's all right.
It was a good night. All right.
I like it.
Number 4.
Didn't get into it.
If Mando has Beskar armor that prevents laser blast, why aren't all stormtroopers or anyone in the Empire or Republic outfitted with Beskar?
God, who
It's
knows?
rare.
Simple answer.
Well, yeah, that.
It's a rare,
But
limited
who
element.
knows why they aren't in better armor than they are?
I will say this.
Both sides are cheap, that's why.
Stormtrooper armor is worthless.
Yeah.
We knew forever that it didn't stop laser blasts, and now we just saw Boba Fett hitting them with a blunt object, and their helmets were destroyed.
Shattered.
That's not
Yep.
the first time their helmets have been shattered in the show.
I'm just saying, obviously, Stormtrooper armor is worthless.
Yeah.
Number 5, park related. Have you done any extra tours, and which do you recommend / worth it? Keys to the Kingdom, Safari Trek, Behind the Seeds, others. All are on my list, but COVID. We haven't done
No.
any. None. But we want to do Behind the Seeds.
I do too. Mm-hmm.
And I would do the Keys to the Kingdom.
I want to do the
Yeah.
safari one too.
Yeah, that one looks cool.
Yeah.
I want to interact with a live tiger and hope for the best.
All right.
No, that's at the Tiger King Park.
Oh, I don't wanna go there.
You have to sign a waiver. But all 3 that he listed out, I would love to do. It's like, in fact, probably next time I'm down, I am going to take the Behind the Scenes tour.
You
Just
can't
because
do it before
it's
we do.
$20 a head.
Yeah, it's easy
So
to
like
pay.
dumb cheap when it comes to all these Disney experiences you can pay for. So I want to check that out. I love living with the land, and also the Safari Trek would be awesome because you get freaking lunch on like your own perch out there in the middle of the savannah, like views that you're not going to be afforded otherwise.
And then you might get to be lunch for a lion.
Oh,
or-
man.
That'd be the way to go. I'd be
Absolutely.
like, it sucks. I died,
Just hope
but
you go head first.
a lion.
Yeah.
I would, if I have to die at any of the parks, I would prefer it to be at Universal Islands of Adventure. I want to be eaten by the T-Rex. So,
That's an interesting.
all right, I'm putting that
conversation.
out there. So
I want to go back in time and get eaten by Jaws.
oh my, yes, that's the answer. Thank you, McKenna.
Good job.
Yeah, I know.
I want to be crushed by a giant tomato on Living with the Land.
I would like King Kong to pick me up and throw me.
Yeah, you could have died in a fire on the Confrontation.
Yeah.
That was sad.
Yeah. All right, number 6. Listening to the latest episode, you all are talking about living with the land. Hey, so my question is, would you pay more for food if it was guaranteed harvested from living with the land? Would that $15 margarita be worth $18 to $20 with video proof of the pick to pour? Hashtag trademarking pick to pour. First of all, are you telling me that all the food I eat at Disney is not from living with the land? I thought that's what I was paying a premium for.
Yeah, are we not paying a premium now?
It's already
Yeah.
a premium price.
I would pay to stand in living with the land, so my judgment is clouded.
I would not if there's like a plate of food and then another plate of food. You pick one has living with the land, but it's more pricey. The other one is just normal. I'd pick the normal one because it's cheaper and it's probably going to taste the exact same.
Wow.
I don't know
No
about that.
respect.
I would like to, I'm getting creative during these times of COVID. If I'm going to pay a little bit more, I would like for them to carry an iPad around and they show me the fruits and vegetables and I get to select which ones I want to go into my meal and then they prep it for me in front of my face with the fruits and veggies I selected.
So it's kind of like looking at a lobster tank and be like, I want that one.
Yes.
That's
yes.
horrible. Poor lobsters.
Also, I don't know if people carrying around iPads be like, this is your fruit is going to be great for social distance. But, I like where your head's at. I'm going to echo Garrett's thing. I probably wouldn't pay an extra premium because, we're already paying a lot. So I don't know if I'm necessarily going to pay for a gimmick, which I would kind of view that as.
What if you pay to go pick your food in living with the land and then you have someone prepare it for you?
I wouldn't want to do that.
So I could go into living with
You
the
could
land.
go in and pick your own food.
Well,
Hello, Disney. Here's my credit card.
It's called labor that they don't have to do anymore.
Wait, I'm going to change this up because this is tying into the way that I was going to twist this answer just a little bit. If part of the Behind the Seeds tour was you got to actually try some of the fresh vegetables and fruits, I would pay.
Don't you get to do that already?
I don't know. I don't know if that's part of it. But if it's, let's say it's not, and if it was, I'd pay a little more for the tour to do
Yeah.
that.
Just hand me one of everything edible.
Yeah.
Well, you're in luck. Everything there is edible.
And if you
There's
go to
probably some
Colorado,
stems of
that
stuff
phrase
in it.
takes on a whole different meaning.
That's true. Last question from Bob. He says we need to have a serious conversation on the monorail's love of Le Cellier over Cali Grill. Maybe I had a bad experience at Le Cellier. Maybe you had a bad experience at California Grill. Also, you went in COVID times. Here's the thing. I've been to Le Cellier a couple of times. I've been to California Grill a couple of times. And I can tell you hands down, I would do Le Cellier every time over California Grill.
Le Cellier is delicious.
Le Cellier has a better atmosphere to me. And there were things there that I really liked, especially the pretzel rolls. On California Grill, there wasn't anything there that I liked.
I mean, I think the only reason why I want to go back to California Grill is to go to their brunch because you can't screw that up.
Right.
But Le Cellier really knows how to cook their steaks. It was delicious. The food, fantastic. I would go back.
I love the atmosphere.
Sorry, Bub.
At this point, it's still the best steak I've had on property. Now, we haven't been to the Yachtsman, and I hear that the Yachtsman steak is very, very good. And I hear Shula's is good, and I haven't had that.
Yeah, I'd like to go there.
But for me, Le Cellier is the best steak on property. And, we had steak at Be Our Guest. We had steak at the California Grill. We've had good steaks around property, but Le Cellier is number one. Mm-hmm. So, to answer your question, you're wrong.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Yeah. All right. The last thing we have is an email from our friend Dr. Jacqueline.
Hey.
Again, the email address is mondaymorningmonorail@gmail.com. Questions for the podcast, if you choose to include them. Of course we do. Number 1. What is your name? What is your quest? And what is your favorite color? She was kidding.
Oh, I love Monty Python.
Yeah.
And The Search for the Holy Grail.
But I actually have those answers. I prepared those. like my name is Landon. My favorite color is orange. And then my quest is I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide, each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon.
Gotta catch 'em all.
That song is a banger, by the way.
It's good. Or the Pokemon rap.
Oh, dude, the Pokemon rap. That was my jams. I got up at like 6 a.m. before I had to, get up dumb early for work when I was a kid to watch it on Fox 43 because Pokemon aired from 6 to 6:30 a.m. Mm-hmm. Watch that stuff.
Let's get to the real questions.
But that wasn't it?
No. Number 1, what was the primary motivator in moving to Florida, and are you happy with that decision? So I'm just going to say we have talked about this in detail on the podcast, so I don't know that we have to really go in depth on answering it this time, but I just want to say the primary motivator was Sam had opened up her LinkedIn looking for new opportunities in her career. There were actually multiple opportunities that came up. Mm-hmm. The one that she ended up choosing, it happened to be here in Orlando, and I did not influence that decision.
Yeah. And initially, whenever I got reached out to by this company, I didn't think it was here because the headhunter that found me is located in a different area of Florida. So I thought we were going to be a couple hours away from Disney. I didn't realize we were just going to be 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
So
now the question number 2 is, are you happy with that decision?
Yes.
I'm happy we're here.
Yeah. I'm happy.
I think the kids go back and forth on it.
Yeah.
I mean, mostly. I miss my friends.
Yeah, you guys.
I don't really have any friends from Tennessee anymore. The move actually caused a lot of strain on friendships. So
I'm still friends with most of the friends I was with there, and got rid of the friends that I was only friends with because I was there.
Yeah. But
personally, I hate it because I moved back to Knoxville and then y'all just decide to leave. What the heck?
Sorry.
I know. You only had your career to think of. I mean, gosh.
Yeah.
So selfish.
Yeah. By the way, the other options were there was an opportunity in the D.C. area, actually in Reston.
Yep.
There was an opportunity in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Gross.
And Alabama.
I was going to say in Huntsville. And
double gross.
The only influence that I made on the choice on which career opportunity to pursue was I don't want to live in Alabama.
yeah, I don't either ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bad
Nobody
place.
willingly goes to Alabama.
So.
I was pretty much told don't do that one.
Huntsville's cool and all because I know the Space Center's there, but yeah, no thanks. Sorry.
We've got space down here.
Look, I wasn't always thrilled that I lived in Tennessee, so Alabama was not an upgrade for me.
No, that's a downgrade.
We wanted to go someplace with like larger cities, more opportunities, different things, and Alabama wasn't that.
A little more progressive.
A little more progressive.
Slightly. And there was also the opportunity for Sam to go to Fight Island. That's the island that Dana White bought to continue her dream of being a UFC cage fighter.
Yes.
I was honestly surprised you didn't go that route, Sam, if I'm being completely honest.
I should have. I'm still considering that opportunity, though.
I will say
The
for me,
Crusher Krutzinger has a really good ring to it.
Yeah.
I would have been cool with DC, although I did say if we went somewhere north, if we went somewhere colder, I wanted to immediately start putting away money to become DVC owners.
Yes. That was the
That was
deal.
going to happen regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was intrigued by Albuquerque. I've heard it's nice. But anyways.
I mean, Weird Al does have that one song about it. So there's that.
And Bugs Bunny is always like taking a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Albuquerque, yeah.
Number 2, now that you can just casually go to the parks, what's the biggest luxury item, food item, experience that you've done? Something you would not have made time for if you were going to the parks less frequently. We kind of answered this a little bit, I think.
Slow down.
Yeah, just really kind of taking the time, learning how to tour the parks in a different way. I'm going to say, to give a real answer, I'm going to say Tiffin's. I don't know if... Do you think we ever would have done Tiffin's?
Maybe. But I think, because I think it's a lot of restaurants, though.
Yeah, it is.
Because we're not spending money on a resort.
Yeah.
And so we have the, a little bit more bandwidth to do some restaurants.
Oh, well, and speaking of that, had it been that we were spending money on resorts and travel and all that, I don't think we would have purchased lightsabers at Sabi's workshop.
No.
Those were expensive.
Yeah.
The batteries in mine are dead, by the
We
way.
can replace them. I replaced mine.
Also, if we were running around trying to get everything done, we wouldn't have gotten to see like that room in what is it? Nomad Lounge.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Good
Yeah,
point.
we got a little tour.
We got a tour of Nomad Lounge when we ate at Tiffin's, actually.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we were headed out, and we walked over, because Nomad Lounge wasn't open. Like, the park was closed. But we walked into Nomad just to take pictures of it being empty, and our waiter came over, and he was like, "Oh, guys, let me show you this extra room we have in here. It's like a private room we open up when it's really busy." And he took us all. It was really cool.
Yeah.
That private room was
It was
awesome. by the
awesome.
way.
It was,
It was.
a really cool room. It was, what was it? The flag room or something?
Something like that.
Because they had all the flag.
They did have flags.
Well, that would explain why they called it the flag room then.
I'm
was
not
a-
sure if that's what it's called, though.
It was a grand old flag room.
No.
Was it a high-flying flag room?
No.
And forever in peace. Oh, sorry. Okay. So, and by the way, the reason I said Tiffin's is because in the pre-COVID times, it has like one of the more adventurous menus. I don't know that with
No.
Garrett and McKenna, we would have picked that,
Yeah. Well, McKenna might.
but not Garrett.
But not
My
Garrett.
drink that I got there had gorilla in the name.
That's true.
Garrett is
that why
really
you got
obsessed
it?
with monkeys lately, and
No,
I don't
because it was
like
tasty
monkeys.
as
all
well. But I love monkeys. Monkey good.
He likes
Monkeys are awesome.
chimpanzees, monkeys. I'm kind of scared of them.
I like chimpanzees. I like all kinds of monkeys. I like great apes. I like
He won't
lesser
stop
apes.
talking about them ever.
Do you like grape ape?
No.
I
Yes.
like grape ape.
Yeah.
Number 3. Why have you, Justin, not taken Sam to stay at the Grand Floridian and done Victoria and Albert Chef's table yet?
Wow.
That's a good question.
First of all, we're not classy enough for Grand Floridian.
Yes, we are.
They barely let us in there when we go visit the Enchanted Rose.
I'm tracking in mud, and they're like, "Ma'am, we're gonna have to ask you to leave."
I walk in there with my Who Farted t-shirt, and they're just like, nope.
The jazz band stops.
That's a Patton Oswalt reference. Yeah. There's actually a record scratch, and there wasn't even a record playing.
A live band creates a record scratch when you walk in.
And number 2, I have tried to get reservations at Victoria and Albert's, and it's very, very difficult. I just haven't been able to do it yet. So that's the answer.
So bad.
But Grand Floridian, you're cool and all, but hey, Polynesian, I'd rather stay at you.
I would rather stay at the Wilderness Lodge.
That place is cool.
It is cool.
Justin's trying to kill me.
Yeah, clearly. Did you know that 40% of the foundation of the Polynesian
Pineapple.
is pineapple? Yeah.
It's true.
It's actually
They're
made
right
out
there
of
built
pineapple.
into
While they're doing the renovation on the Polynesian right now, they are unearthing a lot of pineapple in the ground. It's true.
Like, oh my God, look at all this pineapple. Where did this come from?
All right.
Wait, doesn't pineapple grow on like a bush type situation?
It kind of grows on the ground.
like a stalk.
Yeah.
It comes up out of the ground.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
It is weird because I thought they were on trees.
I don't like
Me
them.
too.
But you see them on Living with the Land and you're like, those are pineapples?
That's so strange looking.
Yeah.
They're like dang alien eggs.
Yeah, that's true. They could be in Pandora. They should grow pineapples in Pandora. And why not?
And when they
Then
get
it's
ripe,
somehow
they
like
pick
like
'em.
blue
Yeah.
because everything's blue there.
spray paint
Spray
'em.
paint them.
Yes, absolutely. Spray paint them. Be like, oh, yes, I can taste the lead in this piece of pineapple.
Okay, number 4. What's your favorite Disney Parks related song? Can be from an attraction, background music, nighttime spectacular, etc.
When the haunted horseman goes riding through.
The Haunted Horseman.
Really struggling. The headless horseman goes riding through. That's when that. Yep.
All of Festival of the Lion King.
Oh, that's
I'm
That's
pretty
a
sure
good
no
one.
music plays when he goes through.
I don't know.
Also, I do Philhar Magic, and I haven't said this before, I don't think. I do it specifically, and I love it so much, specifically because it plays I Just Can't Wait to Be King, and it has Simba on there, and I'm like, yes!
That's a good part.
It's great. I love
That's
it.
when the screen really expands to be like almost 180 degrees. It's huge. It's very good.
Huge.
Huge. I will tell you that all of the Illumination soundtrack is part of my favorite. I love, actually, gosh, I could just say Epcot music.
Yeah.
But, okay, my number one favorite area music is Tomorrowland and Magic Kingdom. I love it. But then I go to Epcot for pretty much everything else. And it's like the Future World area music, the Test Track area music, because it's a little
I
different.
like the test track area music.
Yeah, it's, it sounds like get your motor running. Head out on
the highway.
I love the music in World Showcase.
We're the worst.
The International Gateway area music is beautiful. I love the Interventions music. We were just talking about this because Frank and Jen, for their fireside chat with Drunk Stormtrooper, surprised him by bringing on a pianist from Disneyland Paris who actually is unbelievably talented.
Amazing.
But on his YouTube channel, and we should plug that in a minute, he has played like pretty much any song you can imagine from Disney. He's played it on either a live show or just made a video of it. He did all of Happily Ever After on his piano.
And he was on point. Like, whenever it was transition for the music, he had the castle show going on in the background, and it didn't miss. Like, he was timed perfectly.
Yeah. But he did the Interventions area music, and it was awesome.
It was very cool.
He did it on the show. His name, by the way, is, how do they say it? Is it Geis?
Yeah, I think so.
It's at GIJSVWINKELHOF. It's Geis van Winkelhoff.
Wait, is it Heis?
Maybe Heis?
Heis.
I don't know. I'm not cultured enough to know, but he actually plays at one of the resorts, and he said that when everything's open and Disneyland Paris is open, he can look out the window and see Main Street for Disneyland Paris.
Whoa.
Man.
So he's got a pretty good view, but yeah.
Living the life, that dude.
He's from the Netherlands, and he is very talented. Check him out. On YouTube, it's GIJS Piano. Yeah. So plug for him. But yes, do you guys have any specific music we haven't mentioned that you love? I know yours.
You already mentioned it, but the Innovations loop in Epcot, like I could just sit there looking at the good old Epcot ball all day and call that a win in Epcot. Like I love that music.
I would like to say Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow. I know Mom hates that ride, but that song is like a little worm. It's so hard. Once it's in your head, you can't get it out.
The Sherman Brothers know what they're doing.
I really like it though.
It's such a great song, and especially this year where we are continuing to look for a great big beautiful tomorrow. It's like I made reference. My mom was watching the Vols game, and they threw up a Disney commercial, and she texted me, and it was the commercial where it had Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow in it. I feel like that's cheating because it pulled at my heartstrings. I've totally gone full J here, and I'm crying at commercials now. So, yeah, that's a fantastic.
Welcome
song.
to the club.
Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah, I don't like that song.
You're the worst, Bert.
Actually, I'm not going to change mine because I still love the torches at Epcot with
It's the
that
post.
area music and
Yeah.
World Showcase.
The
at night.
post show to Illuminations is what you
Yeah,
love the
it's
most.
amazing.
Yeah. It's very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Miss it.
The last thing I'll throw in there is every song from Kitchen Cabaret.
Yep.
Those are good songs.
Veggie, veggie, fruit, fruit. Veggie, veggie, fruit, fruit.
It's good stuff. The last one she asked is, what is your favorite Disney parks related Easter egg? This is an interesting question because you could probably like answer it in a lot of different ways. I'm going to answer it in a movie. I really like that in Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, that they make a hidden Mickey out of smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
It's really cool. It happens when the assault on Port Royal is happening, and it's very clearly a Mickey. If once you know it's there, you can't unsee it.
Huh.
Does this...
That was.
You go.
I was just going to say, Jocelyn actually pointed it out to us when we were doing the movie club over the summer.
I was going to say, does the whodunit mystery at the Haunted Mansion count? Because I
Sure.
love that.
Yeah.
I love that one. It's a little game you can play where you try to figure out who is the killer.
And there are clues all in the queue.
Yeah, there are clues in the queue, and at the end, there's a little thing that tells you who it is. It's a lot of fun.
Nice.
That is a good one. I like Mr. Toad in the Pet Cemetery.
Mr. Toad and the Pet
Yeah,
Cemetery.
that's a good one.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. This is hard for me.
The Ring.
The ring in the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a good one.
And I love the history around that one. It's like it was just a freaking rivet in the ground from construction. And it was like, oh, it's the ring. It has to be the ring. And Disney's like,
Sure.
yeah, you guys cracked the code. And then they made it canon. I love that.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Like any little hidden detail in the parks or maybe in a movie or something.
No, ring.
Oh, it's supposed to be like a wedding ring in outside of Haunted Mansion in the
In the
concrete.
queue.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I got another one. I like when you're exiting Flight of Passage and there are 3 handprints.
Oh, yeah.
On the
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
No. James Cameron, Joe Rohde, and the other guy that I always forget.
And the rest.
Yeah.
I know them, a bunch of them. I just can't think of anything right now.
Well, do you want to rack your brain for a second? I can jump in here.
Yes.
All right. I know it's well. First of all, the Jaws teeth in Diagon. Wait, no, wrong podcast. Never mind. This is going to be a cop out. All the hidden Mickeys. I think that's so fun that Disney has created this culture of people hunting out these hidden Mickeys, like trying to find something. Like there's even an app. It's like you can download the closer you get to one. If you enable your location tracking, it'll start buzzing and let you know you're near a hidden Mickey. I think that's super cool. And then hidden
That's
Mickey.
good. That's really good.
in Magic Kingdom, in like Liberty Square, is it?
Mm-hmm.
The poop.
Poop. The poop in the
Oh yes, the poop trail.
That one's very fun.
Is that an Easter egg?
It's most people, I think, don't
Don't know.
what that is.
That's fair.
There's still debate on whether it really is supposed to be that or not.
It
I think
definitely
it is.
I
seems
think
like
it
Oh,
is.
it's definitely a poop trail.
Yeah. I've got one for you while you're still thinking, Sam. You can tell me if this really counts as an Easter egg. I love that the Rocketeer helmet is in the Sci-Fi Dine-In
That
theater.
counts.
Yeah,
It is.
that
And it's
definitely
really
is.
cool.
That's very neat. Mm-hmm. It's amazing that Disney, they go out of their way to be so detailed and immersive with their design and the way that they, they construct and paint and everything that they do. There's thought behind every little decision they make. And then, oh, by the way, we're going to throw in little nods here and there to different things, that only you will see if you just really
Look. Really looking.
or maybe you have to be told or, That's pretty awesome. Sam.
Yeah, I got nothing. I mean, I feel like a lot of the stuff is I don't know if it's like Easter egg, like I like the cameos that characters get in movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just show up all of a sudden and you're like, hey, that was Woody back there and with other toys or something.
And that's definitely an Easter egg.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of like I'm even Googling, trying to think of something like, I don't know. I don't know. I catch a lot of stuff. I just can't remember anything.
If you go to Kilimanjaro Safari and while you're riding, shout the Konami code at any animal you see, it will stare at you in the eyes.
I have one final one, so we can actually end on a I don't have an answer. Instead of that, we're going to have an answer. In the movie Up, there's a Figment painting.
There is?
Yeah.
Really?
I didn't know that.
Stop sneezing.
Excuse me.
I learned something today.
Yeah, it's actually like when Joy is, trying to get back to HQ.
I thought you said in the movie Up.
Did I say Up?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I did say Up. I meant Inside Out.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, I still didn't know that,
I
but now
still didn't know Figment was in any movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
1,000 apologies. I meant to say Inside Out. When Joy
Speaking of Inside Out, sorry. I learned recently that before they made Inside Out, they were going to make a movie called Newt, and it was going to be about these newts, and it was going to be like Rio, but with little lizards.
Why didn't they make that?
They canceled it, and it looked so pretty. Like, the visual style was amazing, and then they got rid of it and replaced it with Inside Out.
And before they decided to do that, it was a movie called Osmosis Jones. So,
Well, anyways, Inside Out, Figment painting. If I can find, there was somebody tweeted out a screenshot of it. If I can find that, I'll share it with you guys.
that's really cool. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did have something come to mind, but
Yeah.
I forgot it already. Because with my ADHD, if I don't yell out whatever's on my mind immediately, I forget. So
You're
sorry.
like Meatwad floating through the ocean saying, do what now?
Do what now?
What's Pee Wee Herman's droid's name?
R2-D2.
Rex?
No, Rex. I like that Rex is in places after he got retired, but he's still around. Rex is still around.
He is. He's in the Star Tours queue
And-
before he got a job as a DJ at Oga's.
now he's a DJ too.
Yeah. And actually,
He's spinning the hits on the ones and twos.
On the
Fourth
Star-
caller gets tickets to Supertramp.
on the Star Tours queue, he actually powers up and says a few things sometimes. You
Yeah,
don't. It's
'cause he's
infrequent.
chilling over there.
It's infrequent, but he will
On
say
occasion.
Yeah, he'll power up and say something every once in a while. So yeah, that's a good one. DJ Rex.
DJ Rex.
I'm a fan of DJ Rex. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we've done it.
We talked a really long
Ladies
time.
and gentlemen, we got them.
We got them. Thanks, everybody, for sending in all your questions. We really appreciate it. This is something we could do in the future. If you've got more questions, we'll just bank them, send them to us.
Yeah.
We should definitely do another mailbag episode in the future. This was fun. Went
Yeah.
a little long. We apologize, but it was fun.
We've recorded 2 hours worth of content. So this is now,
Lord in heaven.
I'm telling you, this is episode 2 of our mailbag.
Yeah.
So I hope that you enjoyed both episode 1 and 2. 2's probably a little sillier than 1.
Yeah. We got pretty serious.
Oh, way definitely sillier than one.
Yeah. But now that we're just a week ahead of Christmas is coming up this week. So Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope you have,
Absolutely.
and if you don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays, I know Hanukkah, I guess, is over at this
Currently-
point, right?
It's 8 days.
It's 8 days.
Yeah.
And so that means it ends
This
on,
is day 4.
no.
Oh.
So I'm talking like 8 days ahead of where we are right now.
Oh, yeah. Hanukkah would be over.
Yeah. Well, I hope you had a joyous and wonderful Hanukkah. I think you say joyous Kwanzaa, right? Joyous Kwanzaa.
Yeah, I think so.
A happening
Happy
Hanukkah, a
Happy
kicking
Hanukkah.
Kwanzaa, and a Merry Christmas. Yeah.
Happy holidays to everyone, no matter what you celebrate.
I hope that
Yeah.
you get that fancy new next-gen console that has 2 games on it
Yeah.
for Christmas.
Good luck on that. But our next episode is going to be our best of. We'll talk to you in the new year after we come back from our stay at the Animal Kingdom Lodge in a Savannah room.
Yay.
Ooh, when do we check in? Oh, wait, no, never mind.
Sam's birthday's coming up on December 31st, everybody. We're partying it up at the Animal Kingdom Lodge. It's going to be great.
Yep.
So we'll come back with our review of that. Until then, have a great new year. But, we didn't do any plugs at all.
Weird outro. This is the best.
Go ahead, everybody.
Let's do plugs and then
Skelligummy everywhere.
Skelligummy everywhere on YouTube,
And Twitter and everything else.
Twitter, everything else. Twitch. Are you on Twitch?
Yep.
That's Skelligummy?
Yeah.
Nice. Very good. All right, Landon, do yours.
L-A-N-D-O-Z, please go follow me, Landon Doan, I'm the best, Landon Doan, not the rest. That's right, you can follow me 280 characters at a time on Twitter. I also, for some reason, still run a website, buttmunchchips.com, buttmunchchips.
Sit on your butt and munch.
Yep,
Nice.
exactly. That's where you can find really outdated podcasts on the sweet science of professional wrestling. We call it Near Fall Radio. Also, Game of Thrones talk, aka Got Talk. If you want to slowly hear the life seep out of myself, Hunter East, and cousin Kevin, check that one out. But in lieu of that, head over to the iTunes store and search for Near Fall Radio, where we have current hot new episodes of Near Fall Radio. Where myself and Will Rab talk about the sweet science of professional wrestling. It's been a very interesting last couple of weeks in the world of professional wrestling, mostly revolving around AEW World Heavyweight Champion Kenny Omega, kind of becoming the collector, kind of becoming the Thanos of the professional wrestling world as he goes to different promotions and takes all of their titles. It's awesome. Sting's back in the world of wrestling, so that's neat. So check that out. Yes, McKenna, the man, the myth, the icon, Sting is back.
That's cool.
Right?
I need to watch again. I haven't watched it in a while.
Well, be sure and check out All Elite Wrestling's Dynamite every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on the TNT network.
Will do. Thanks.
Some good stuff. Also, they got some really good performers. The Young Bucks are really fun to watch. Orange Cassidy is kind of becoming a cult icon in the world of professional wrestling. It's fun. But yeah, so check it out. Good time to be a fan of the sweet science.
Here's an update. Hanukkah went from the December 10th to December 18th.
I also appear on The Phil Show on News Talk 98.7 WOKI radio station locally here in Knoxville, Tennessee, streaming 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at newstalk987.com. Also available in the News Talk 987 app and the iHeartRadio app as well. Justin Monorail actually appeared on an episode of The Phil Show. Did I ever send you that audio?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I will do that as soon as we get off the air here. So maybe it could be a late Christmas gift to all y'all. The J Train appearing on the Phil Show with myself and Adam Litton, who, by the way, I like this is a shout out for nobody. Adam is no longer on News Talk. He is going on. He graduated, got his degree in engineering while he was doing a full-time 40 hours plus week at News Talk, raising a family. So shout out to Adam Litton. We'll miss you, buddy.
That's awesome. Does he listen to the show?
Actually, he might, because he and his wife are giant Disney nerds. Excuse me.
He better, or I'm cutting it out. So
Exactly. Don't worry. I'll throw him out of the fantasy league again.
Well, we, of course, are at Morning Monorail on Twitter, Monday Morning Monorail everywhere else. Please join the Monday Morning Monorail family group on Facebook, and watch out, because on Tuesday nights, we appear on the Parks and Monorail's most magical hour with Frank and Jen from Theme Park Thursday with Dillo's Diz on the Improviser's Guide Network. Was that better?
Yes.
Thanks. And if you're interested in just like the world of nerddom, I'm just going to tell you, you might want to follow nerd_news_cafe on Twitter and subscribe to Nerd News Cafe on YouTube, because it's back, baby.
Yeah, it is.
YouTube only, but we're having a good time. We did a brand new show a couple weeks ago. Go check it out. And we got one coming up in the new year too. We're going to recap the highlights of 2020 and look forward to 2021. So
can't you like rip the audio and drop it into podcast format? Maybe here in this very fine podcast stream.
I could, but I don't know that people want to hear Nerd News Cafe on the Monday morning. Maybe,
I mean, just based on the emails we got in last week's episode, there's some people that don't want to listen to what we got going on right now. So, just pointing that out.
It's true. But you know what? This has been a fantastic year. I hope you all have enjoyed riding along with us, and
yes,
we're revving it up for a great 2021, and we can't wait to talk to you all then. But until we do, we hope you have a magical new year. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Love y'all. We'll see you in 2021, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for riding with us today. We hope you enjoyed the journey, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. Until then, we want to hear from you. Send us questions, comments, and suggestions on Twitter at Morning Monorail. Our email address is mondaymorningmonorail@gmail.com. You can also call our voicemail at 407-917-2144. As we approach the station, gather your belongings and please watch your step as you exit.
See y'all real soon. soon.